What's going on YouTube? Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. And today we are starting one of my personal favorite writers, Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. And I'm a really big Agatha Christie fan. I read a lot of her books. My biggest movie is The Orient Express, and this should be a fun little play along. I know that there's two other games. They have they have a prequel one, and then they also have the Orient Express, which eventually I will get along to it. Also, I can select multiple ones. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll just select this then. Doesn't really matter. Um, Bonuses, options, voice, subtitles. Okay, so subtitles are on. Controls, okay. Everything looks in order. Bonuses. Oh, okay. So rewards. Cool. Huh. Interesting. So it looks like we got a lot of things related to mustaches and a lot of other things here that we gotta find. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a fun game. Alright. Alright, let's hop into it. Okay. Collect you. That was way too fast. Whatever.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police? Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for Andover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra. A, B, C.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe. But please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
Some objects. Man, that is way too fast. I can't even read that.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
Okay, an icon hand. Okay. So. Use the left stick to move Hercule Poirot. Use the right stick to inspect the scene. Use this to find elements that you can interact with. When you find an element, available interactions will be indicated. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, look at the little kitty. Oh, okay. Interesting so far. Okay. Um,
Don't dilly-dally, Poirot. Chap will be waiting for us.
okay. Jeez. Anything that's going on here, basically, here, eh? Jeez, he hightailed it out of there pretty quickly. Okay.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the 10:30. Luckily, the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
At what time?
Let me
Okay.
just check.
At their state of mind and personality, use the right stick to inspect chap, then select the observe interaction by pressing the triangle button. Oh. Okay. Find 3 clues that agree with Hercules Poirot's remark. Use the right stick to guide your gaze. Okay.
Is Jap being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it.
Attitude.
Indeed, Poirot. We were used to seeing you judge people with more discretion.
Hat tip probably on the back of the head. Okay.
Jap is
Observation.
in a good mood.
Success.
I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
Okay.
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Had anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
A husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
Which one should I go with?
A little too easy, don't you think?
You like complications, don't you? Well, this time you may be disappointed.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
To open the investigation, select Brain, Notebook, or Objectives with the up button and down button. Okay. So I can do... the thief, the motive for the crime. Here you are making Poirot's little gray cells work. The aim is to answer the questions he asks himself by establishing the links between the clues in order to deduce an answer. Use the directional buttons or the left stick to review any available clues. Press the cross button to select or deselect clues to answer the question. Okay. Body was found at 11 p.m. No objects of value inside. Okay. Okay. So that's the brain. She owns the tobacco shop. married to Franz Archer. She lived alone. She was killed in her tobacco shop by a blow to the back of the head. Okay. Inspect the crime scene. Okay, so I gotta go inside this place, obviously. Okay. You seen the tie line and the bonuses? You will be... God, that is way too fast for my own good here. Okay. Observe the object from all angles with the left stick. Okay, gotcha.
It's not just any railway guide. It's an ABC.
Oh, okay.
It's open at the letter. There are no prints on the book. The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to use them.
Okay.
Red liquid is oozing out. Is it blood? No. It's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite.
Okay, so we collected 3 clues. Okay. What are you doing? Oh shit. My bad. I didn't expect it that it would take me out of the place. What are you doing?
The place is unusually tidy for a crime scene. Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
Huh. I mean, she's dead on that side there. Like, what the hell, man?
There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf. She just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds or signs of a struggle. This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood. She has a packet of Play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell? The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop store. Many customers must have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped up.
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an ABC guide with no fingerprints but prints all over the counter.
Normally, the tobacco shop does not sell ABC guides.
Exact. Mon ami, could you have a word with the neighbors? Some may have seen something.
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
The body is hidden by the counter and... The door is locked. It's not just any railway guide. It's open at the letter A. There are no prints on the book. The till does not appear to have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it.
Ah. 5, 8. Okay.
Ah, a mechanism has just made a fan click. The till is full of money, but there is something strange.
Controls are kind of weird. Voila.
This must be the key to the back of the shop. The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop door. Many customers must have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out.
Just wanted to make sure I'm actually doing this correctly.
I can't see any other mark on the floor.
Well, we covered that base. Let's go open up this bedroom and see what we can figure out inside here, eh? Oops. Use.
Blood. Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds? An inscription in German. Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher. The Ashers were a lovely couple when they were young.
Too bad she's dead.
This interior is very simple. Mrs. Asher lived very simple. What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it. It is blocked. 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 This button appears to activate the mechanism. It is blocked. It is blocked. It is blocked. It is blocked. That should do it.
Well, I figured it out.
A necklace of bright blue stones. Who is this young woman? To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drower.
Have you found anything?
The victim has a niece. We must find her.
Five ego points, eh? Was that the box that I just had? Oh. Thinking. Gotta love it.
It is blocked.
Okay. This game kind of reminds me of the Council, except I don't know if this is going to be like the Council, though. Unfortunately, that it's not choose your own storyline. This is very much a mystery game with puzzles and whatnot. So let's see. Okay. So you got 4 birds. Okay. So we did that. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's see something here. Okay. So that's upside down. That's off to the left. Okay, so let's go back down here. Let's try interacting with this. Can I switch?
It is blocked by something. It is blocked by something.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I wonder if I have to interact with this.
Such a pretty decoration should be at the center of the motif to respect the symmetry.
Okay. Ah, that doesn't line up perfectly, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. Neither does that. What else do you know? So there has to be something that lines up perfectly with it. Okay. No, definitely not you. My bad. Definitely not you. Oh.
I heard a faint sound as if something was unlocked.
Haha. Ho ho ho. Hey hey. Look at that there, eh? Everything underneath this thing. No, I can't check, can I? Okay. So I think I can only check on top. Okay, so let's go back to these birds. Because I think that they gotta match up. So now, if I remember correctly, that one's facing down. Okay. You're facing to the left. Okay. So this is gonna confuse me a little bit. I gotta get used to this for a second. Okay, so now you're that's a down. So remember, down is up, up is down. I gotta remember that. And then this one is. I think that that's correct. I hope it is. You are to the right. You are stationary. Okay. Hey.
From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied. The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part of the final transaction. I remain at your disposal for any questions. Adam Flint. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop. but will largely cover a funeral cost.
So she was broke. Thank goodness you don't have to do anything else. And thank goodness I don't gotta read.
Medicine. Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Body was found at 11 p.m.
The motive is definitely not financial gain. There is no sign of a struggle, and the till has not been forced or emptied. I think I've looked everywhere here. Let us see if I can find any more information in the shop's surroundings.
Fourpence a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce, 4p only. Strawberries, 6p a pound.
This place is run down. This is a really cutthroat neighborhood. Anyone could have committed the crime.
Oh, I'll do what I can't expect the cat. What does that say? Is that like a lost?
This is a really cutthroat neighborhood. Anyone could have committed the crime.
Anyways. Kind of interesting that they actually have that up there. Too bad you can't expect him. But anyways, whatever. Let's go talk to her.
Strawberries! Get your delicious strawberries here!
This woman appears to be a smoker. She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop. A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead. How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5 pence, kind sir.
And what if I take 2?
Well, 2 are 10 pence, so what do you want?
Nothing, thank you. They do not look very fresh. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with
Should
your
have mentioned the
accent and your odd
strawberries,
way about
'cause
you.
she did sell them.
And you're
I
here
think
about
that she
Alice's murder, I
sold her the
suppose.
strawberries,
Well,
or
I've
she gave
nothing
it
to
to
say
her.
to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
I think.
No, I never saw her.
Please, try and help me, madame.
Why should I help you? For your beautiful moustache? Heh. Come on, move along now. You're scaring away my customers.
Please, do not be ridiculous. I know that you went to the tobacco shop, yes.
Well?
It is your duty to tell me if you saw something unusual.
Who do you think you are telling me what to do? Get away from my stall!
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please, leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I've found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Theft is not the motive for the crime. Okay. So we know that. Was Mrs. Asher killed on site? Well, yeah, she was, because... Oh, you can't connect the letter? I mean, like, she was actually there. So maybe I need to collect some more evidence, I think. Anyways, I'll be right back. I mean, simple question enough. Was she killed on site? Well, yeah. I mean, she was alive at 5:30, and then the body was found at 11 p.m. Or would it be this? Okay, she was killed on site. Okay, so we know that. Okay, so there we go.
Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt. Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable. Is her grief sincere?
Modest black clothes. Lowered eyes. Okay, so she's not a suspect. I mean, like, she's at
She
least
appears to be very
feeling
upset.
remorse, at
She's
least.
dressed in mourning. She looks for Jai. You were very fond of your aunt, am I right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
If you are her only relative, you will be the only one who inherit.
Sir, my aunt was poor. And in any case, I'm not interested in any legacy.
Oops.
My apologies. I see that you mean what you say.
Which one? Which one? I kind of like this game already because it's giving you choices here.
Was your aunt afraid of her husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Your aunt should have asked for a divorce.
Oh, no, sir. My aunt had principles.
Well, your aunt's principle have led her to the morgue. Hastings, please see this young lady home. I fear that it's quite impossible to finish our interview at present.
Poirot, what have you done? I've never known you be so brutal.
Examine the presence of the AC. Number railway guide. One was found. Okay.
The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
Small donkey.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
A box of new stocking. It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. It probably contains information about our possible debtors and creditors. Bodley. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information.
Do I accuse her of selling rotten fruit, or do I accuse her of Alice's murder?
I am accusing you of the murder of Mrs. Asher.
What? It wasn't me!
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie! She owed me £1, I swear!
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book. Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1, and that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. Do you want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair, I haven't done nothing.
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
Kind of a hard decision here on this one. Should I ask if she was alarmed or ask if...
You were not allowed.
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
To establish the time range which Ms. Archer was killed. Yes. She was seen alive by 9:30. deduce this time range. Why? I like this game.
The priority is to question Ash.
Okay, fine.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbors and...
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
No.
Bien. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you think I'm going into this without doing this first, hell yeah.
This man is in rather a bad state.
What are you looking at me like that for?
Mm-hmm.
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol.
They cut it off way too early.
Care for a cigarette, monsieur?
What's that? Scented cigarettes? No, thanks.
Bien. I was trying to be friendly, but you are quite right. Let us get down to business. You threatened to kill your wife, and now she is dead.
So what? You shouldn't take things so seriously, sir. Nothing but empty threats. We didn't get on all that badly.
So, if things were going so well with your wife, why did you not live with her?
She was the one that left. Nothing to do with me, sir.
You can't have treated her very well for her to run away.
No, sir, no. I wouldn't say I'd ever laid a finger on her, but it was only normal. She was my wife.
Are you often involved in fights?
I don't know what you mean.
Asha, look me in the eye and tell me that you were in a fight.
I'm looking. No, I wasn't in a fight.
You are right. Looking at the state of you, you did not defend yourself. So someone gave you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. Did you see the state of him?
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet. Not...
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What was she doing before she was killed?
There are still some unanswered questions. There are still some unanswered questions. We cannot return to London without trying to reconstruct the map. There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf.
Yep.
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as he turned around to serve him.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he's not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
Reconstruction.
The killer enters the shop. Mrs. Asher turns around to greet her customer. The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her. He then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Asher has a strong alibi and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon, then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
You want to know something? This is where we ended off. Yeah, that was episode 1. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I did. Lucy, you're fabulous. You're absolutely amazing. And join me next time for episode 2 of Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. This is a fun game. I can't wait to delve into this. This is going to be amazing. And Lucy, you're fabulous. I love you.